Wait, what the hell's going on? Wait, all I can do is move. Where are my abilities? Why am I stuck? DE, fix this, please. Fix this. I'm getting mauled. I'm getting mauled.
And it feels so good. Oh yeah. And it feels so good.
Your target is the reactor.
Yo, what is up, guys? Play3 here, and today we're gonna be reviewing the Desert King, the Invincible Warframe, all health, no shield. Literally, like one of my most tankiest frames, Inaros. So, Inaros, our Sand King, our health mummy, the savior, the king of the desert. Anyways, whatever you call him, he's pretty damn powerful. So he has a base health of 550, and it goes to 2,200 at rank 30, which is insane. It's the highest health count in the game, and it's kind of stupid how much health he has. He has 0 shield to counteract this crap ton of health, and he has 200 armor, which is pretty high, higher than your average Warframe. And he has 150 power and a sprint speed of 1, so pretty average there. And he has 2 D polarities, which are really helpful when modding. And he has a dash polarity in the Exilus and Aura slot. It's kind of weird that there's a dash polarity in the Exilus, but yeah, I think that's like the first Warframe to do that. So anyways, you can get him from buying the Sands of Inaros quest from Barakatir every 2 weeks on a Friday. And it'll cost you 200 ducats and 50k credits. You need 2 Nitane, you need 2 Argon, you need 3 Neroids. It's like the hardest. Those are the main resources you need to get for building him. And overall, I highly recommend this Warframe because he's so tanky. Nightmare alerts are easy since he has all health. And overall, he's just really strong. And with his passive, which every time you desiccate an enemy, you do a melee finisher on them, or it opens them up to melee finishers. And if you do a melee finisher, it will actually heal a portion of your health, which is also really helpful. And all of his other abilities also heal him. So with a rage mod, you basically have infinite energy, which means infinite abilities, which means infinite heals. So don't worry about dying with Inaros. So without further ado, let's get on to his abilities. So Inaros' first ability is called Desiccation. So for 25 energy, he basically blasts enemies with the wave of blinding sand that opens them up to melee finishers. Now this is very good to heal yourself because his passive lets him basically lifesteal a little bit amount of health when you do a melee finisher on an enemy. So quick heals. Also it's great for blinding enemies, great for crowd control, very spammable, and very useful in tough situations. Now the initial damage is affected by power strength, the range of the ability is affected by power range, and the damage over time is affected by power duration. Overall, it's just a really good ability, very useful, and it's just a great first ability. So Inaros' second ability is called Devour. So for 50 energy, he basically tethers an enemy towards him, or sticks them in quicksand, and he eats them. He's invincible while eating them, and he's also creates a sand shadow when he's done. This is a very useful ability since if you're stuck in a really bad situation, you can just eat a guy and keep yourself alive, and it'll heal a lot of your health if you're really low on health. It's just overall a really good second ability. It's really powerful. And if you cast a person in quicksand, allies can also eat the enemy as well. Like over here, for example, there you go. He's stuck in quicksand, and his allies can devour. Your allies can devour him too, and they can gain their health back. And overall, it's a really good ability. It's a really good survivability ability. It's a panic button basically, and it's really powerful. The Devour strength is affected by power strength. The tether range is affected by power range, and the quicksand duration is affected by power duration. And I forgot to mention, you have to hold down the second 2 button, the second ability button, to tether an enemy towards you. I think up to 50 meters, I believe. Inaros' second ability is called Darude Sandstorm. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna do the song. It's copyright. So basically, it's a great crowd control ability, and it basically spins him into a whirling piece of sand, a whirling sand tornado. Yeah, a whirling sand tornado, and it drains 10 energy per second, so it's a pretty high drain ability. Now, if somebody is marked by Devour, then when you kill them in Sandstorm, it turns them into these, like, into sand shadows. So you can make a sand shadow army if you want to, but I recommend leaving the army stuff to Necros with his shadow clones, Shadows of the Dead. So his base speed is decreased by 50%, and enemies do 50% less damage to Inaros while in Sandstorm. But overall, it's a great crowd control ability. It's really fun to just spin around and just suck everything in. And yeah, it's just a pretty good ability. I'm sorry I can't play this song, guys. I don't want to get copyright. The strength of the tornado is affected by power strength. The range is affected by power range, and the toggle is affected by power efficiency and duration. Inaros' final ability is called Scarab Swarm. So this costs health instead of energy, and basically what you do is every time you use Scarab Swarm by holding it down, you give yourself Scarab Armor up to 100%, and it drains your health while doing so. And if you deploy Scarab Swarm on an enemy, it basically pins them to the ground, and if enemies get too close, they also get hit by the scarabs, and it drains their health, healing you. And this is a good time to use Scarab Swarm while they're getting mauled by your Scarab army. Now this is a great team heal, it's great crowd control, and overall it's just like another really good panic button. Just watch your health when you're holding down the Scarab Swarm, because if not, you could eventually kill yourself. So just be careful on that. The amount of damage and health that you gain back from enemies is affected by power strength. The duration that the enemies get stuck in the Scarab Swarm is affected by power duration, and the casting range and healing radius is affected by power range. So Inaros has a passive where if he dies, he gets stuck into his sarcophagus, and he can basically lifesteal out of enemies. If he finds an enemy, he can bring them in, suck all their life out of them, and then if he kills enough enemies, I think you have to kill at least 2 enemies, and if he sucks enough life out of them, he can revive himself, which is really useful. It's a really good passive, but if you bring this into endgame, you're probably not going to revive yourself because enemies tend to have too much armor. But a good passive nonetheless. So how would I mod Inaros? Well, I'm going to be focusing more on power strength, as well as health and armor, because he has a lot of that. Don't put redirection on him because he has no shield. Pretty self-explanatory there. He has a dash polarity in the aura slot as default, so you can put in corrosive projection or energy siphon. I personally prefer corrosive projection. Good team play. I also put vitality here because tons more health plus more health equals crazy amounts of health. We also put in armor agility and steel fiber for a ton of armor, as well as a little bit of sprint speed, so he's going to be extremely tanky. We put a rage mod because every time he takes damage, he'll turn it into energy because he has all health. Pair that with quick thinking and flow for like near invincible survivability, as well as his passive to revive himself. Makes him like my tankiest frame so far. So yeah, really good combination, these three, as well as the armor and health, which keeps yourself alive a lot even longer, letting you soak up more damage. We have vigor for even more health, so he's kinda stupid crazy tanky right now, and transient fortitude for more power strength. And I put one form up for the V polarity for transient fortitude, but these 2 D polarities here are standard with the Inaros. Overall, pretty cool Warframe, pretty easy to mod, and this setup is like near invincible. So that's my build for Inaros. So overall, do I think he's a good Warframe? Yes. Go get him right now. He's so good. He's so tanky. You'll burn through any nightmare alerts, and he's just a pretty fun Warframe to play. That is, until you get stuck in this bug. And then you're screwed. Yeah, I did a melee finisher through a wall. I don't know how that happened, and now I'm stuck. I can't do anything. Although this is the first time I've encountered this bug. Anyways, that'll do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is episode 3, signing out. Thanks for watching, guys.